Hey guys, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I'm a pretty big fan of pistol caliber carbines. Light recoil, inexpensive ammunition so shooters can become proficient with them, and of course they suppress very well. Pistol rounds tend to be a lot closer to subsonic velocities than rifle caliber ones. But what about rifle caliber pistols? Basically these pistol brace equipped, chambered in a caliber normally relegated for a 16-inch or longer barrel, like this MCX Virtus in 5.56. Well, I think these are pretty solid guns. There's just one really big problem with them. They're incredibly loud. This is because the standard 55 grain 5.56 cartridge was never designed to be fired from such a short barrel. Consequently, a lot of the powder is ignited outside the barrel, resulting in a sizable fireball as well as increased volume. So, easiest solution, other than designing a whole new caliber from scratch, clear, is of course to install a sound suppressor like this Saker 7.62 can on an ASR mount provided by Silencer Shop. Now, yes, it adds a lot of weight to the pistol, but unlike mounting a rifle caliber suppressor on a full-length rifle, this doesn't dramatically affect the balance of the weapon. On a rifle, the addition of a 30 caliber can made of all steel and welded components means that the gun becomes so front heavy that it becomes obnoxious and cumbersome. On this, it's still fairly well balanced. Yeah, it's a little nose heavy, but it's still very manageable. Now, some other additions I have on this MCX Virtus for home defense are a pair of GG&G out of Arizona's MAD folding backup iron sights. They're among the only set of folding iron sights that can be folded in either the large or the small aperture. I've also got a EOTech XPS-3. And of course, because you can't hit something if you can't see it, on this side, I've got a Streamlight Protac rail mount 1. Now, I believe this model is like 700 lumens or some such. It's very bright, but it's still pretty small. Now, normally I'd put a little tape switch on it, which I've got, but time was not permitting before the video. So, let's hear the difference now with this and 55 grain ammunition. Not to mention, the reloads are actually pretty quick, and if guys like yourself are pretty familiar with the AR system, you can get on target pretty damn quick and still get a lot of weapon to bring to bear on any kind of would-be attacker or opponent. Now, you can see I can still hit that guy down at, I don't know, 55, 60 yards, which of course, just being able to have those quick follow-up shots with a piston system like the MCX or any rifle caliber pistol that's built on an AR platform, or in this case an MCX platform, not just the ability to have rapid follow-up shots that keep your crosshair relatively stable. I mean, this gun doesn't kick like at all, especially with the addition of a sound suppressor. It really slows down the action to the point where it's very mild, but also the fact that you've got that terminal ballistic range, effective range rather, and you don't have to worry about, oh, I think he's behind light cover, so this expanding hollow point 9mm isn't going to do anything. Not to mention, 55 grain ammunition is dirt cheap, so if you want to train, you can do it all day long. And unlike a lot of pistol caliber carbines, it doesn't use proprietary expensive magazines. If you can't find a Stanag magazine for a few bucks, you're not trying. Well, in terms of my own hearing, I think I prefer, just in terms of enjoyability, a pistol caliber carbine, but I would be in no means, way, shape, or whatever would I feel undergunned when running a rifle caliber pistol like the SIG MCX Virtus with this Phase 5 stock adapter plus the SB Tactical folding brace, which now, as we've heard from the ATF now definitively, or at least as definitive as a government bureaucracy can be, that we can legally shoulder it because it wasn't designed from inception to be a stock. It's pretty cool. Well, I mean, it's pretty much the majority of what I have to say, but this thing's really fun, so I'm going to keep putting rounds down range. Get that Red Dawn guy. Wolverines! I'll go for the headshot. There we go. And see if I get that hostage up there. Oh, swing and a miss. There we go. Awesome. I have thus far had the pleasure of running a couple hundred rounds through the Virtus without any lubrication while suppressed. And while it gets very warm, especially over here, this guy's metering at like 400 degrees or something crazy. The gun itself runs awesome, even though it's tremendously dirty. I guess my final note is if you're gonna run a rifle caliber pistol, you should ideally try to track down some kind of load that was designed for those short ranges. Much in the same way that guys who carry 38 snubs shouldn't carry 158 grain cast ammunition that was designed for a 6-inch Magnum or some such. You're much better off with a pistol load that is designed to fully utilize its powder within the confines of a short barrel. Now, what does that mean in terms of a rifle caliber pistol? I would stay away from varmint loads, and in general, I would go with the heavier rounds over the lighter ones because you're not going to have enough barrel to hit that maximum velocity and truly take advantage of the fact that 5.56 doesn't do the majority of its damage because of the weight of the projectile, but rather the velocity of it and what that does hydrostatically to the tissue of your would-be assailant. Well, if nothing else, it's also a really freaking cool range toy. Thanks, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more burst reviews.